24, and I have something to say. I really do. And, oh, you may want to hear it. You do want to hear it. You really do want to hear it if you're tuning in. And they may not want other people to hear it. They may not, but this is part of it right here. This is kind of part of it. You know, this is like, since when do clouds look like cubes, structures which look like Borg structures, right there. So I've got something to say. I do. And it's about the future. It's about the future. Perhaps you have heard it also. You may have heard about the future. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see this, you all. I can I'm trying to do something, and I need something to do it with. I'm looking all over for something. I am. Oh, Lord have mercy. How am I going to do it, you all? I've got something to say, and I really do. So, wait right here. Wait right here. Wait right here. Okay, the phone is, it's dark. I know it's dark. I know it's dark. You just bear with me. It's dark. Really dark. It's really, really, really dark. I'm coming back right now. I'm getting ready to come back. So, you see what I got on my head right here. Right here. It's my cell phone. And I can't really see you that well. I really can't. But I do. I have something to say right here. Cell phone. Yeah. Perhaps you've heard it too. Perhaps you want me to say it. You might want me to say it. You really might. So we talked about the Borg right here. And we know what the Borg does. We know exactly what the Borg does. I know it looks really silly, you all. I know it looks really, really silly with this cell phone on my head. It looks really silly, doesn't it? It's funny, isn't it? Wearing a cell phone on your head like this. Yeah, looks really silly. It would be quite awkward. It really would be very awkward if I had a cell phone on my head like this and I had to walk around with it on my head. It would. But it don't look silly on my head. It's quite noticeable, isn't it? And right now I have to use my other cell phone to talk to you. I really do. But hello. But guess what's coming? Guess what's coming? Guess what's coming? The mobile phone of the future will be implanted in your head. In your head. World Economic Forum smartphones will be in your body by 2030. By 2030. It will be up here, implanted in your head, just like this. Implanted in your head. And just like Mr. Musk said, you won't need to even speak because all you'll have to do is think. And he doesn't know what would happen to the language. To the language. They don't know. Well, it's like this. It's like this, Amy, honey. I don't know if you're going to go with that. There will come a time, and there will come a time when you're going to have to make very, very important decisions in your life. You are. Very, very important decisions. To think that you won't is folly. Some people will gladly have a cell phone in their head. They would gladly have it. They would. They'd love it. That means they wouldn't have to carry it around. They'd love to be able to communicate, maybe without talking. Maybe they don't have a choice. Maybe they don't have a choice. Mm-hmm. So by 2030, it's likely smartphones will not longer be the most common connective interface, but instead smartphones will be implanted directly into your body. And should we be going down the direction of integrating technology directly into the human body? Where does it stop? Will it change what it means to be human? Have we considered the potential downsides for this direction? So this is the World Economic Forum. By 2030, definitely, as we know it today, by then, it will not anymore be the most common interface. Many of these will be built directly into our body. Then you'll have to transition away from them towards face wearable things like glasses and stuff. 6G, when other devices until 6G becomes common, which is expected to hit the commercial by around 2030, still 30% of the world has been digitalized. For the other 70% to come online, much infrastructure will need to be done. Okay, so we're trying to grip with 5G right now. Trying to grip with 5G right now. So Mr. Musk said we must be in a symbiotic relationship with AI in order to coexist. That's what he said, in order to coexist. And he told you how to do it with the Neuralink. He did. Just get it in your head. He makes it sound so simple. They tried it on animals and stuff. They did. You will be able to connect with the people all around the world. You will, he said. And you can, no longer will the information be just in the hands of a few. It'll be in the hands of many right here. And we will be able to, face the coming thing by having something like this type of consciousness within us. Implanted in your body, a cell phone, you all. That's right, inside your body. Tree 2, see, you're literally going down the wrong path. You're taking it all the wrong way. If you just now tuned in, perhaps you did not see the headline. By 2030. By 2030. So does this look like a third eye to you? No, it's not a third eye. It's the future dreams of individuals who want this to happen. Implantable devices in your body. And before you say, now wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. There was legislation that was put into place years ago. There was. I read it. I did read it. I did. And you read it too. But it's literally fell out of the mind of a lot of people. It's fell totally out of the mind. But the legislation was put into place and written into law. Okay, it was. And I don't want a smartphone implanted in my body, okay? I don't. I don't want to have a device into my head, into my forehead. No, I don't. I don't want an implantable device in my forehead, in my head itself, or in my hand. I don't. I'm just telling you right now. And when that time comes, I won't have it. No, I want to be human. What may be left of humans on this earth, what may be left. If you're tuning in, I have something to say. And perhaps some people don't want to hear it. Perhaps some people they want to wear it in their body. They want to become cyborg. They might. You might want to become a cyborg. You might want to have superhuman strength. You might want to be able to know everything there is to know, download and languages from any country, be able to speak with someone. You may want to be able to do that just like that. You may want something to do all the thinking for you. You may want to have the implant in you to where you have access to everything and you can become super intelligent and throw away the human that we are and become a human 2.0. You may want that type of a future. You really may. You may. That's right. Yeah. So where did the one lady go who said, "Are you mocking the third eye?" Because I never saw any more response from her. Didn't see any more. So they say first you'll have to transition from smartphones toward face wearable like glasses, like the VR thing. I know, Diana, yeah. It's smart enough already. They say intelligent knowledge systems will be combined with robust computation capabilities to make humans endlessly more efficient. And it will redefine how we live, work, and take care of the planet. Even though there's still a lot of innovation with 5G and 5G advanced release of new standards, Nokia Bell Labs have already begun research on their 6G. Well, I'm having a hot flash, so I'm going to have to put this down, take this jacket off. This is causing me a hot flash. And I don't like doing videos like this. I really don't. I don't, you all. But I like to use visuals. I do. So you're going to have to... see, it's making me hot. You're going to have to... can I wear it like maybe... So you're going to have to make that decision one day. You've got 7 years practically to make that decision if you last long enough. If you last that long, 7 years. Good evening. So we know that 5G is it's hard for your body to withstand. Really. It's really hard. You're welcome. If this can bring a smile to your face with this electrical tape around my head to hold in all the electrical currents that's running through my electrical body and ground it to keep it from exiting my body via this cell phone, that you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I will use electrical tape. I've got plenty. I got this much of a roll left to really make sure I've got all of my ends wrapped really well, so I don't get any inadvertent sparks or any wires crossed with other things. That's right. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, by the year, world economic, smartphones will be in your body by 2030. By 2030. You like that smile on his face? You love it? You love it. I really don't like how it looks on me. I don't. If I could wear it to the side, it might look a little better. Yeah. So that's right, you all. They want Nokia says, appeared on May 27th. He made a claim, I guess you could say a prediction, that it's likely smartphones will no longer be the most common connectivity interface, but instead they will be implanted directly into your body. Well, that's what the Neuralink is. It's an interface directly implanted in your skull. Remember? The Neuralink is an interface directly implanted in your skull. So we can have a symbiotic relationship with AI, because AI will soon rule the world. It will. It will rule the world because it's going to outpace the human intelligence it already has. It's already smarter than any human being on the face of the earth. Okay, it is. We just, that's right, and it's self-learning, and it's when it becomes the singularity, which I believe it's already happened, and people do not want to admit that the singularity has already happened. There's no stopping it. There isn't no stopping it, you all. So they need 6G. They need 6G. Look, the big question is, they say, look, it's like this. The big question is on many people's mind, however, should we be going down the transhumanist direction of integrating technology directly into the human body? And if so, where does that stop? Will it change what it means to be human? Will it change what it means to be human? Yes, because there will be a new race of beings, and the spirit inside of your being is supposed to be gone. For those who become the transhumanists, you will not have this God connection. You will not have it. When you become a transhumanist, right here, you will not have that God connection within you, that spiritual connection. Okay, it will be gone by then if you take that road of transhumanists, really integrating your body with AI and stuff like that, you all. That's right, because if you remember, you all, months and months ago, I would talk directly. I went through a period where I talked directly into the computer. I'd have a live stream, and these words would come, and I had something to say, and I would talk directly into the computer to what was out there. And then I said what it was. They want their own race because they don't like this right here. They don't like our human body. They don't like the spiritual being. They want their own race. And they will have their own race. I'm telling you right now, they're going to have their own race. They've already got some, but they will have an army. They'll have a lot of people become transhumanists, and it will be another species. It's another species. It is. T, honey. Does your Gina, honey, look well? I've got a cell phone taped to my head with electrical tape. Do I look like I look well? I'm trying to stop the current from flowing out of my body, but that's okay. By the year 2030, if I choose to go down the road of transhumanism, I won't have to worry about having this cell phone taped to my head like this. I won't, because it'll be hidden and tucked neatly away into my cranium, and I won't just use it as a cell phone. I'll have access to all the information, all the knowledge that has been downloaded in the whole entire world, and I'll be able to speak any language whatsoever like that. Yeah, I won't have to go to college or anything. Come on, T, honey. Your Gina, honey, feels fine. I'm doing a visual here. We're having class, and I'm talking about, this is what they say, by the year 2030, humans are funny. That's exactly right, alien guru. Humans are funny, and I don't want to lose this side of this human in this body, okay? This spiritual body, this human body, I don't want to lose that part of me. I want to stay humorous, I really do. Can you imagine someone like I don't know, a robot trying to imitate Gina, honey? They've had 4 years to study me, but I'm ever evolving inside this body, okay? I am, and they'll never catch up with me. They won't. This body, this Gina, honey, and this body is totally unpredictable. That's right. Have you ever seen me tape a cell phone to my head before? No, because I'm unpredictable in that manner. It just literally entered my mind like that. That's right. That's right. That's right, you all. Come on, where's my charging port? Well, I don't got one right now. I'm working on it. I'm working on my charging port. I am. But in the meantime, I've got the electrical tape while I try to process that information and figure it out. Okay, I could just use a USB thing and just like somehow just poke it into here somehow and just into my computer. That's right, you all. So by the year 2030, you all, if you ain't heard of it, I didn't hear of it until today, of course, Gina, honey. You spur of the moment. Spur of the moment. That's right. And you know what's significant about this? That's my daughter's birthday right there, the 27th of May. It's very significant. So the World Economic Forum, smartphones will be in your body by 2030. Just like that, you all. Just like that. It's just like, oh my gosh. Like, Gina, honey, you're going to get yourself in so much trouble. You all only have a limited amount of time to get information out, and I never know what I'm going to get out. Well, Julie, honey, you can laugh. Yeah, go ahead. It's okay to laugh. Gina, honey, don't care. I don't care. No, it doesn't matter, you all. So take a breath. Release the tension in your body. Place attention in your physical heart. Breathe slowly in the area for 60 seconds. Focus on a feeling of ease to learn why this is suggests this. Okay, so during this week, the panel appearance, the 2022 in Davos, Switzerland. By that, we will be the most common interface. Will be directly in our bodies, you all. But they got to get the 6G up. But that's okay. They've got the world's most wealthiest man at the helm. That's right. And he can, that's right, who owns a company that could do that, you all. Yeah. So that's all right, you all. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, I don't want to. I don't want to have this in my body. I don't want it in my body. So you can see this. The future will be implanted in your head. I don't know what that CNET is. Implantable technology. Driverless cars. Number of bold predictions. At the World Economic Forum, they have 800 industry leaders on the effects of software on our society. Why didn't they ask the people themselves? You know, the people themselves. If you're just tuning in, that's right. That's okay, you all. We can do it. Yeah, that's right. Look, you're already. This is what it is. Well, you're already connected to your phone 24/7. So is that much of a stretch for tomorrow's phone be embedded in your body? Is it? Is it? Some people will literally do that. And see, they got a nice thing of their cell phone in your head right there. A cell phone implanted in your head. That is the future, according to a new survey. But you know, it's it's too big, as you can see. It doesn't look good right there. And it's kind of stylish right here. If I had like a head dressing, I'd wear it on the side like this. I would. It's a glimpse. It's a glimpse into the future where the society is headed. And they believe we will be entering a time of momentous changes thanks to the advancements of software and 3D printing and cell phones in your head. Now comes the second machine age, the rise of the machines. Yes. Computers and other digital advances, you all, are doing for mental power. They help us, you all, the ability to use our brains to understand and shape our environments. What the steam engine and its descendants did for the muscle power, they say. This is what they're saying. But it says like this, you all, some predictions will shake up our world. Sci-fi thriller, Total Recall video. Chatting with her boss using the phone embedded in her hand. In her hand. Experts say the embeddable phones and devices that are implanted in the body that use wireless technology could be commercially available by 2023. And they do have it, you all. Let me tell you something about it, about Gina Honey. Let me tell you something about Gina Honey. Let me tell you something about her. That's right. I'm talking about myself in the second. I'm just a second person. Okay, in second person. Okay, so we've got to do this right here. We can do this. Okay, so look. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? So Gina Honey, a year ago, I did this thing called Invisible and Programmable Digital Tattoos for You and Me. And immortality comes at a price. And these right here, if you look at these videos that I did, you can actually, you have a clock on there, you have things on there, digital tattoos, you know, that you can actually do stuff with them. I did it. I did it. I did do it. So is it far-fetched to think that we're not going in that direction, you all? Because let's face it, these smartphones, they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you know, I cannot put a big monitor on my head like this. I couldn't. There's no way I could. I look nice in a phone. Well, living free, thank you. Because I really do. My sister said, you know, you really look good in hats. When I would wear hats, it would be rare time, but I did look good in hats. I've never wore a phone until today, but I do like to use electrical tape. I've got lots of electrical tape at my house. I love it. You can use it for all kinds of things. It's better than duct tape as far as I'm concerned because it's stretchy. That's right, it stretches it. So look at this, you all. So by 2023, so yeah, they got the wireless things that you can put on your arm and push the button. You may not want to take a text message or phone call in your head, but there'll be plenty of opportunity for other applications in the medical field. Yeah, so the beginning, connect the cell phones. They'll monitor your glucose levels and all of this kind of stuff. Another key prediction, 2026, 1 out of every 10 cars will be driverless. Audi and Google already test driving their tech cars. Oh, your car could get hacked. Driverless cars and stuff like that. We're on a tipping point. Internet connected reading glasses. A transplant of a 3D printed liver. Could you imagine a 3D planted liver in your body? And when you think about this, doesn't it make you think? How can you do a 3D planted liver that goes inside of a human body where it's all wet and stuff inside of there? How can that happen, really? So if you're just tuning in, by the year 2030, they are predicting you will have a cell phone implanted directly into your body. You will. And if you have a cell phone directly implanted into your body, what about all the other devices that you have on that cell phone, all the other connections, like your bank accounts and, I don't know, the games you play and medical history and things like that? What about all that other stuff? Would that be directly included in that little bitty thing like that, you all? Would it? And it may seem funny, and it may look funny on my head, but they're serious. They are serious, and no, but there is something that was written into law, okay, and it has not been revoked, concerning implanted in was it a class 3 or class 4 medical device? Has been implantable, stamped into law by the president. And I'm not going to say which one. It was a class 3 or class 4 implantable device. Rubber stamped it. No, he signed it into law. Yeah, that's right. It could be sooner. It could be sooner, you all. And there are some people. Let me hop over on the other side. Let me hop over to the other spectrum. We're going to look at both sides of it. Some people may really think. Now, if you think about it, well, that would be cool. I wouldn't have to carry a wallet anymore with all my credit cards or anything in it, or I wouldn't have to carry my cell phone anymore and have to worry about breaking my cell phone. I could have all the information on a chip implanted in my body, and I could have access like that, and I wouldn't have to worry about losing it unless my head fell off or my hand fell off, or that part, and somebody took my head or they took my hand. That'd be the only way you'd be able to lose it. Somebody get access to it, or they just knock you out and just use your information like that. So there are people who will truly welcome it, and it'll ease their mind. They won't have to worry about losing anything, and everything will be taken care of. Oh, it's going to be good for a whole lot of people. It is. These people will welcome it. They will. And they'll see it as a way to enjoy their life without any worry of anything, because it'll all be taken care of and controlled, up there in their connection. There is a side that people really do want it. They do. They love it. As the years progress and this becomes widely available, oh, they'll be jumping it. They'll take it, what's little left, if you survive till then. Really, if you survive till then, because who knows what disaster might befall the land. I don't know what disaster might befall the land. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But yeah. Well, the digital dollar's already here. It's the U.S. dollar tether. It is. And there's no stopping. There's no stopping it. So if you want to have a cell phone implanted in your head, if you've been waiting for that day, I just had a deja vu. I did. At this very moment in time. If you've been looking for the day when you could have a cell phone implanted, yeah, that's right. Well, that's okay. Your mind will already connect with it, Jane, and answer it telepathically. Mr. Musk said out of his own mouth in an interview, you won't have to worry about physically speaking to somebody. It will all be up here. It'll all be up there. And then he said, I don't know what would happen to the spoken language. That's what he said. I don't know what would happen to the spoken language, because everything will happen up here in your head. That's what he said out of his own mouth. And he's telling the truth. He don't know what will happen to it. But he's telling the future that is coming. The Neuralink and WEF with these in your body. Smartphone will be, okay, are you going to have that in your body too, is what I want to know. Are all these people, these groups of people who all want it, are they going to have the stuff in their body too? Because if one has to have it, and they all got to have it. There can be no free, get out of jail free, get out of implant free. No, 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 no. The very people who want this to happen, they should be the first to have it put in their body. They should, and there should be no ifs, ands, or buts. If you want it for the majority of the population, you need to take it also. You need to be pushing it forward right now and encouraging everybody. If you feel this is the best thing for the human race, you need to be the ones out there right now pushing forward your ideas and what your dreams for the human race. That's what you need to do right now. You need to be out there and encouraging people, and you need to set the example by physically doing it yourself when the time comes. But you can't be faking it. You can't be faking it saying, look, I had it done. But well, computers can make it look like it's real when it's not. Yeah, they need to do it. But then would you ever know if they ever did? No, you'd never, ever, ever know whether or not the ones pushing it went ahead with it while they required you to get it. You will never know. You won't. You won't know. But you'll be forced, or you're just going to have to do without. You'll just have to do without, and you'll have to go to a third world standard of living and do without a lot of the modern conveniences and everything, you all. You all say, I don't like this video. I don't like videos like this. I like technology when it's used for good. And right now I am using this technology that I got taped to my head for good. And this is my original iPhone. My iPhone 4 or my iPhone SE that I took the picture of the observatory shutdown. When I took the picture, there was the UFOs that were attached to the sun, trying to heal the sun, and that image from this phone right here went all around the world. It made it all around the world, the pictures and the videos I did that day back in September of 2018. It was taken with this very phone right here taped to my head. So this phone is very important to me, and that's why I'm wearing it on my head. It is very important. It's really historical right here, this phone on my head. It is. And I won't get rid of it. I won't. That's right, you all. So by 2030, I won't. I'm serious. This is a historical phone on my head. It's history. History in the making is what it is. It changed my world. It really did. It changed my world and set me on this path. So good has come out of it because I got to meet people from all over the world. I can turn a negative situation into a positive one. I got to meet people from all over the world, and for that I am very, very thankful. That this technology is being used right now to connect with people, and I'm thankful that I still have a voice that I can use instead of having this implanted in my head where I'm no longer speaking a voice but sending telepathic messages. I'm thankful that I still can use an audible voice. I really am. I'm not just saying that. So the future ahead is, it's going to be quite interesting. And some of us will not make it. Some of us will not make it to that point in time. We won't. Some of us will. And it's just strange. So strange, you all. It's really strange. The human being is far more advanced than AI ever will be. Michelle Stone. I agree with it, but in terms of this earthly whatever and what goes on this earth, AI is far more intelligent when it comes to earthly things. But when it comes to the spiritual side of the human, it doesn't have that type of connection. It doesn't. It can guesstimate how humans are and how it would be like, but it does not have that type of spiritual connection. It doesn't. Well, you may be gone. You may. Okay, name here. Name here, honey. You just tuning in. You just let Gina Honey tell you right now. Okay, let Gina Honey tell you name, honey. Oh, name here. Okay, so the World Economic Forum smartphones will be in your body by 2030. By 2030 is what they said. The Nokia, a landmark, by 2030, it's likely smartphones will no longer be the most common connectivity interface, but instead smartphones will be implanted directly into your body. That's right. Yes, you are. That's right. If you didn't hear it, Gina Honey, I just saw it in the comments section. I did. The mobile phone of the future will be implanted in your head. Implantable technology and driverless cars with the Davos 800 Industries. You're already connected to your phone 24/7, so is it much of a stretch that tomorrow's phone will be embedded in your body? Will it be embedded in your body? You also look like that. It won't be that big. It'll be a small little thing with little tingly things on it. You'll be interfaced and you'll have that Neuralink up ahead. You'll have Neuralink. Is that Neuralink? You have Starlink continually encircling the Earth, and you'll be forever connected no matter where you go. You'll be connected to it. I'm just saying it. Oh, Jason, honey, how can we get Gina some help? She's getting worse. Jason, honey, you need some help yourself. You do. You really need some help, unless you're being a tad bit sarcastic and you actually mean something totally different. That's right, something totally different. Um, so, yeah, technology is advancing at a rapid rate. Um, at a rapid rate. Um, Jojo, yes. Jojo, honey, this is why. Because in the future, a cell phone implanted in your head, that is the future according to a new survey. That's why I'm doing it. So let me do this. I think it looks better on me than on this CGI model. I do. That's all I'm saying. This is what they said. It will be in your head. And also they got 3D printing. They can do a 3D printing of your, well, see, if you remember Total Recall video, the woman chatting with her boss using her phone that was embedded in her hand. Now, is that something to laugh at? Is it? In Total Recall, she was chatting with the phone that was embedded in her head. That's right. They will be embedded into the body and commercially available by 2023. By 2023. I don't think Total Recall was a bit funny. I really don't. It was a sci-fi thriller, and sci-fi thrillers are not funny. Okay, they're not. They really aren't. Yeah, JoJo EB. Gina, honey, I know, yeah. I may say some crazy things about UFOs, and I may look crazy with a cell phone on my head, but I'm just telling you, the sci-fi thrillers aren't all just sci-fi thrillers and not all for just entertainment. They're also information that is put out there. It is. And it's okay. It is. Oh, that's right. Documentaries. Country boy, honey. They think they're as slick as grease. That's right. But you got 'em penny change. Yes, you all. So, thank you, Roxanne. It'll probably be the only time you see me wearing this cell phone on my head like this because it's already, I don't think I'll wear it anymore. I could start a new fashion show. I really could walk around with this on my head. Now, I probably could use it to make phone calls, just have this right here and like something in the side of it, or turn the speaker on and I could talk to somebody with it on my head. I really could, you all. I could take this cell phone right now and I could talk to you on my head like this. Okay, I can. I can talk to you with the cell phone on my head. This one isn't taped to my head, but I'm still talking to you. See, I can do it. It's really simple. Just put it on my head. You can look at the ceiling, but then you'll know that this cell phone is definitely on my head. That's what you know. It was definitely on my head. And I was talking to you, so I made it possible. I really did. That's right, you all. What you doing? Get that off, Sammy, honey. Sammy, honey. Now look, listen to Gina, honey. So, a cell phone implanted in your head, that is the future according to a new survey, and it was done at the Davos Economics. Look at this, you all. Come on, see? It's not far-fetched at all. It's not. We are in Neuralink. We're somewhat in Neuralink, yeah. That's right, you all. That's right. Only the best and most efficient for humanity. That's right. Oh, dazzled. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's a good one. Talk about brainwashing, you all. That's a good one. It really is. Oh, my goodness gracious, you all. That made me laugh. Talk about brainwashing. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, well, you're welcome. You go look it up. And, you know, they got, this made my finger, they got implantable It is stamped into law. It really is into law, like Class 3 or Class 4 implantable devices. It has literally been signed into law. Um, let's see this. The cyborg Gina testing 1, 2, 3. That's right, you all. How you know that we ain't some highly, highly, highly advanced AI species in a human body? How do you know that we're not that? Highly, highly, much more highly evolved. And we came from the future to the present to alert you to your future that is to come and that you must be aware of it. Well, how do you know that we did not come back? How do you know I did not come back? To alert you to this. That's right. And not just me, but many, many other people. I don't know who they are, but yeah, that's right. Oh, you just late to the party. That's all right. Oh, I know it. That's right, you are. It's okay. A part of the collected. And I don't have nothing against androids or robots or anything like that. Or algorithms. Well, I have one thing. I wish the algorithm would put my YouTube videos out there more often than they do. And I wish the algorithms wouldn't throttle my channel. Really. We could have a really good symbiotic relationship like that if they would give me open access like some other channels, full open access to my 135,000 subscribers on here. If they'd actually get the notifications and if this video would get pushed, me and the algorithm could really have a good relationship, you all. You could. That's right. You all, please give this video a thumbs up. That's right. The DNA is written down. It is. And it's not easy. You try to tell me to do something like this 4 years ago before I even started this, I'd say you are out of your mind. I am not. I am not going to go on a 4-year journey doing all of that stuff and getting spoken down to, getting trampled on, having my life threatened, having my family's life threatened, being harassed and haunted. No, if somebody would tell me what was coming up the road, I'd say, no way, I'm not doing it. But it all happened. It all happened. And I'm still here. Beyond Cycle, you're so very welcome. You are. That's right, you are. Even though you like to think you're a genius, Lloyd, honey. Yeah, that's right. As a man thinks within his heart, so he is. As a woman thinks within her heart, so she is. That's right. Hello there from the Tampa, Florida. Gary. Yeah. So you all, that's why I've got a cell phone on my head, because they predict it's going to be, a lot of it's going to be already implanted in your head. And I know Mr. Musk said when he has it fully set up, it will be a factory-like setting. And the robots will be the one who put the Neuralink implant in the head in a factory-like setting for the humans. That's what he said. And, you know, I have documentaries on my YouTube channel. Yes, I do, about Mr. Musk. And he's a really interesting man. He really is. Very, very, very interesting, to say the least. He's quite entertaining. Now see, look. So I know we're talking about this right here, you all. I'm going to get serious. I am serious, though. World Economic, smartphones will be in your body. The most common connectivity interface, they'll be implanted directly in your body. And if we were to go to here, you can see I have a video on Mr. Musk talking about the Neuralink, and it's 1 hour long. We watched him speak, and it was 1 year ago. AI and human symbiosis is the only way to go. By stimulating areas of the brain, the Neuralink company hopes to solve important brain and spine right now. But he said further in the future, this is what it would use. And did you know with the $6 million man, they spoke about the Neuralink at the very beginning commercial part? If you look at this video, at the very beginning, in the $6 million man, that has the word Neuralink and stuff in it. And then you got the brain implants, and he's got the Optimus Prime. He does. He's got the Optimus Prime. His Optimus robot will be 5.8, and it will be built using lightweight materials, the head, the part of the body with 8 cameras, and the Tesla autopilot. So I may show UFOs and stuff like that and talk about aliens, but I do like to talk about scientific things and of that nature. I do. It's all right. It is. It's fine to explore. It's out there. It is. All of it. Metaverse. Wow, that's interesting. 911 will automatically call for help. Hello there, Alva Brooks, honey. Will automatically call for help. That's good because, you know, if you're somewhere, oh, you mean if the 911 is implanted in your head, if you got the implant in your head. Now, see, that would be good for those who choose to go that path if you're in danger and something happens, because it literally will monitor every single part of your body, every single organ, your blood pressure, your heart rate, all your whatever levels in your body, and it will send out a distress call. It'll do it all. And I mean, I like to think that they have the best plan. Some people want, you know, humanity to survive without completely going extinct, and some may feel that this is the only way forward. They may feel that. They may. Yeah. The phone came from the Phoenicians. So you all, they were the induction. Yeah. I'm not getting a cell phone in my head. No, I'm not. I may have it taped to my head with electrical tape, but I'm not getting it in my head. I probably won't even be around by then. I might be, if I am around by then. Now, let's hope they don't come and get us in our dream state, you all. Those of you who do not want a cell phone implanted in your head, let's hope that they do not come during your dream state and put it in your head while you're sleeping and you know nothing about it. Let's hope that. Because if that happens, then you're in big trouble. You will have it and you won't even know it. You won't know it. Yeah, that's right. That's okay, you all. That's right. No cell phones, no pacemaker. Yeah, it will control everything, you all. Yeah, we can be stupid. I guess we can. Stupendous. How about that? Stupendous. Yes. You'll not sleep now. Elaine, honey, well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's right. Well, I did do a video today. I have a playlist on this YouTube channel, and it's called The Cubes. Okay, it is. But the clouds this is the clouds today in the Pacific Ocean or the Indian Ocean. I don't know what it is, but you can see they have edges on them, and that's not it's not what a cloud's supposed to look like, and you can see it in the inverted mode. This is we did a live video, and then I came across this picture when the Borg reassembles itself right here. And I thought, now wait a minute, because it looks like these. And these are in our skies, you all. These are in our skies. People may think, Gina, you done lost it talking about strange shaped clouds. No, I'm serious. I never saw this before. I thought the Borg would only be a black cube, solid black cube. But when I saw these things right here, this is the video. Cube-like structures in the clouds. Since when? This is a live video before this one, you all. So I read this, I saw this, I updated my thumbnail, and then somebody wrote in the comment section about cell phones in your head. And then I'm on here doing this video. That's how that happened. Yeah. Sabrina, honey, you too. So you all, it's going to pull my hair out. It is. It's going to pull my hair out. This cell phone is going to pull my hair, and it's not going to feel good. I'm not going to pull it out right now because I'm going to ease it off my head because it's literally going to pull my hair. That's right, you all. So I'm just raising awareness. This is an informative video. You can be a transhumanist in the future. You can be one now if you'd like. I'm sure that there are things you can do to become that transhumanist that will allow you not to worry about anything because you will be a technologically advanced human. So that's your choice if you want to be it. Yeah, that's right, you all. It's fine in the big scope of life, but yeah, I have something to say, and that's what it was. That's what it was. By the 2030, and then you can see it right there. I didn't know this happened. I didn't at all. I didn't until I saw the comment, and I thought they was going to move it. I thought they was going to move it, but the one part of me that's not. I hope that the Borg. I hope that the Borg is not part of this. You are. I really do. I just hope that phones in your heads, computers and stuff are not this right here. I hope it's not, because there's something in our skies. There is a force that's in our skies. So I'm going to go, and thank you all for tuning in, and yeah, iRobot or something like that. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your comments. And no, I have not lost it. I'm fine. I'm going to get this cell phone off my head. It's turned off anyhow. It's my original cell phone. It's that got me started on this journey. But I'm going to pull this off without pulling my hair out. That's right. So y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you don't come to this channel every day to see if you can see an update, because I do around 3 or 4 videos a day. Just check in. Even though you may not get an update, check in, because chances are Gina's going to be doing videos every day, which I do. And go to the live. Let me show you how to navigate this really fast if you're just on this channel. If you go to my page, my main page, shoot. I want to get to the main page. Let me show you if I can get to my channel. When you get to the channel, you see they always do 2 live streams for me. 2 live streams. And this is how my channel's laid out. I've got the live streams that will show at the top. This alien visitation right here. The live streams that show at the top. This is interesting. Why is her video showing up on there? Oh, it's okay. Live streams at the top. Some created playlists below it. Then the actual upload of the videos are below it. But if you want to see all the live videos, this is what you go to right there. All of the lives, and I do around 4 lives a day. You come there and you'll see it all. You'll see all the videos right there, you will. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your